Hi everyone, so this is a video where I'm introducing you to Digication, which is a tool that plugs into Blackboard that we're going to be using to present our work. You can't see me now because I'm going to be doing a number of things on the screen, and I think that when the video shows my face, it slows things down some. So first I'm going to explain why we're going to be using Digication, and I'll explain what it is that you're seeing on the screen here. So usually what we do in a creative writing class is students write work and then we distribute it out to the rest of the class and have everybody else comment on it. The reason that we do that is one of the things you have to think about, I want you to think about writing. One of the most important things to know about writing is that nobody writes well the first time around. Some of the frustration that students have with writing is feeling like I wrote something, I didn't get a good grade, or the professor made a lot of comments on it, so I guess I'm not very good at writing. And that's not the case at all. What happens if you write something and somebody makes a lot of comments on it, what that means is you've just done your first draft. And then you need to go back and rework that into a final draft. And sometimes you might have multiple drafts. No writer is able to do really, really good work the first time out. They're not able to do their best work the first time out. Okay, even professional writers, they rewrite and rewrite and rewrite. And there's all kinds of stories that writers tell about how many times they have gone back and rewritten something. So it's something that you need to learn how to do yourself. We say sometimes that writing is the process of rewriting. It's the process of saying, I've got something, how do I improve it? And so that's one of the things that we're going to be doing throughout this course. You're going to be writing things, and we'll all assume that's not the best it could be. And so what we'll do is we'll distribute out to the class and everybody will talk about it and say, here's how you can improve it, because everybody could use improvement. I am in a group here at QCC of professors, some of them who have books out, and we sit around with each other and we say, look, how's this? And everybody looks at it and says, well, I think this is good, but this could be improved. These are people, again, who publish things regularly, but still we want to put our work out to our peers, our work out to other people, so that we can improve it. So it doesn't mean that you are somehow a failure because you need to improve. It just means that you are in the process of writing. So since usually I would, again, distribute this work out to the class in hard copy, students would read it and then we would sit around in a circle and talk about it. Since we can't do that, what I'm going to have you doing instead is publishing your drafts to this thing called Digication, which creates websites. Things that look kind of like websites, e-portfolios. And one of the nice things about it is it allows you also to put in music, videos, pictures that kind of put your writing in context. It allows us to think more broadly about that. And as I said before, one of the things I want you to be doing in this course is thinking about how you're going to present yourself digitally. And so this helps you do that. So we'll put those your writing into Digication. That allows other students to look at those portfolios, to see that writing, to look at the pictures, think about how things could be potentially changed or improved, and then can comment on that. So that's why we're doing things through Digication. Now let me go through and explain how we get to Digication, and then I'll actually show you what a Digication e-portfolio actually looks like. What I'm showing you here is Blackboard the way in which I see it. So you won't see all of these things. However, up here you will see under Tools and Support, you will see something that says Course Tools. And if you click on Course Tools, you'll get this screen that shows you all these different kind of tools that you have. But the one we're interested is down here called Digication. And if you click on Digication, again, it is a little slow, even if we're not showing the video. If you click on Digication, it will take you to the area where you can see Digication. It says here. And under here, you can which are templates are models that you can use to create yours, and you can look at those. But what you're going to do when you're going to create your own Digication project is click on this plus. Now I've included some videos from Digication that Digication has actually made to show you how to create and modify them, and so you can see some of that, but I just wanted to talk you through some of this as well. So they will explain to you what to do after you click that plus button. But I want to show you the templates that I have created and how they can kind of work for this course. So if you look at this one that I have created here, it says this picture. It's got a picture of me. And this is my son. And what about this picture? It says this picture, this is my son and me on a beach in Panama. I love to travel, and what I like about this picture is it reminds me of being in a place that seemed farther away from the rest of the world than I've ever been. The town where we stayed only had 3,000 people, and there were no roads going in or out, so even though it wasn't an island, it felt like one, with the Pacific Ocean on one side, a wide river on another, and roadless jungle everywhere else. So this is a place I went that was fairly far away. You don't have to yet create something that looks like this. But you're going to do that for next week. But I want you to at least familiarize yourself with how this actually operates. So you see that you've got the picture here and you've got the text, these two things next to each other. When you're editing, you can see that this menu pops up here that allows you to edit. And if I click on the Edit Current Media module, I can replace this. So what you can do is you can take this template that I've created and you can modify it for yourself. You click on Replace this item, you can change your picture to whatever picture that you want. Over here where I have the text, if you click on the Edit button here, it gives you all these tools to be able to modify the text, right? You can delete. If you look down at the bottom, I'm deleting things here, right? Or I can add things back, right? Oh, I left out a word. I can still edit that. I mean, I left out a letter, so I can add that in. And so you can edit this to say anything that you want it to say. Also, you see this background here, this kind of sunset. You can edit that as well. Notice if you go into Tools, here I can click on Tools, and it gives me some options. See, this is this sunset image. I can select this image. I can change this image to something else. I can select a new one. So you're going to be able to modify this basic thing, and that's basically all I'm looking for Digication to start out with. A picture, some description of a picture, and again, you can change this background to whatever it is that you want. Again, there's a specific assignment. This looks like a very specific, this is a very specific assignment that you're going to have for next week that's relatively simple, but I just want to, this week, to get you used to that. So I want you to try and open up Digication, see how it operates, watch the other video so that you can be able to do that. You'll also notice up here that you can add things like your name. I put this as my picture. You can modify some of these things up here. I can edit. I can edit some of these things so that I have different things across the top here. And again, when you watch the video, it'll show you how to do all of that. In any case, you can see how you can change some of this so that it again looks like this. And this is all I'm looking for Digication. So watch the other video that I have posted here, kind of get familiar with this. If you have any questions, ask me, because then for next week, you're going to have to create something that looks like this.